want to call it a diary. It's not like I record what happens every day in here. It counts as a diary still. Record of your life. And I suppose it is. Catherine. Just before the break of dawn, during the quietest hours of the day, I would write in my... We don't have time for this, Catherine! I suffered from fevers, could not bear to keep going without vomiting every fault of mine on a piece of paper. Always honest with my diary. But... it seems that I could never be honest anywhere else. While I hid my true feelings from the ones I loved, while refusing to communicate myself, I became angry at those who couldn't understand me. Payback for reading her diary. Dante, why does your search history say Faust ASMR? What the fuck, Dante? You will never know how much I... No, god damn it, Heathcliff. He jumped to the group chat. He invited himself to the Discord. I need a lot of courage to get here. Catherine. It's all so easy for you to topple me. For you to ground me up until I'm nothing. I was so happy whenever you came to visit me. A single glance from you in my direction could brighten my entire day. You were almost like a calamity. Oh my god, just kiss! I always loved that very calamitous sort of when we like the Tempest, Catherine. Finally, our hearts are no longer broken apart. Dante, may I borrow your diary for a moment? I can say no. More impressive powers than any of us could ever have imagined. Edie Heathcliff's happiness is in your diary. Look down the screen at the device I carried, something I used to think was nothing but a tool for recording things. Huh? Don't touch to start. Clear all Kathy. Oh, don't worry. We're clearing all the Cathys, I'm assuming. Damn it, Talon, you got the bad end. Damn it. A turn-based gacha game at that. Whole Canto for a good ending, right? Yeah, it turns out you're actually supposed to one-shot Nelly and Linton at the same time to get the good ending. Sorry, Talon. These last 12 hours have meant nothing. Holy shit, it really is flashing to all the different worlds. Oh my god. In every world of possibilities that may or may not have been, every Catherine and Heathcliff of all worlds call out to each other, feeling the echoes of their partners. They struggle for the one last unseen embrace. Maybe? I'm not too sure, but it seems like Earl King Heathcliff has caused every Catherine to exist, and every Catherine has caused Earl King to exist. It's really weird. The continuity gets funky when you introduce multiverse. Yeah, fucking Nelly. Then again, this can all be traced back to Herman. It could be traced back to Herman having the mirror or whatever. Blame Yi Song. True. Damn it, Yi Song. Look what you did to Heathcliff. The fault lies within you, Yi Song. Millions of worlds made real by Catherine Heathcliff began speeding by before us. Every possibility of Heathcliff and Catherine. Most end in a tragedy, full of suffering and lamentation. But among the infinity, I catch a glimpse of tranquility. Outside the manor, there are 2 gravestones marking Heathcliff and Catherine's final resting places. And in the desolate, forlorn moorlands of Wuthering Heights are 2 youths who each resemble Heathcliff and Catherine. They gaze deeply into each other's eyes, their mouths drawn into the sweetest, happiest smiles. Their hearts connected, despite everything. You brought up the fact Heathcliff was a good person when I was telling you about the book. The real twist of this canto is that while Earl King and Avery Catherine were the book-accurate versions of said characters, Heathcliff and Cathy are more in line with the second generation of the family, Hareton Earnshaw and Catherine Edgar, the son of Hindley and the daughter of Linton and Catherine. Damn. So Heathcliff and Wuthering Heights never got a good ending, but our Heathcliff could at least get a good one. And the Earl King was so convinced. The Earl King and Avery Catherine were so convinced that their presence caused nothing but suffering for the other. They could not accept, they would not accept the possibility of a world where they were both happy, where they were both together. And despite the thousands, tens of thousands of worlds where they end in heartbreak and tragedy, there was one. There was at least one where they are happy. Most notable death in Canto 6, Mr. Squirrel. Earl King Heathcliff's last words are hollow and bittersweet. Its echoes scatter into nothingness. Catherine begins to disappear from every world, as though she was never there. And when every Catherine eventually disappeared, millions of changing possibilities appeared before us. Mr. Earnshaw brings Heathcliff from the back streets. Hindley's scorn and hatred for Heathcliff remained the same. But without Catherine, Heathcliff had no reason to endure the suffering in Wuthering Heights. So he quickly moves on from Wuthering Heights. Each Heathcliff lives a different life, meets all kinds of different people. and lives on without Catherine. Our Heathcliff watched as the world's transformed. Each Heathcliff living a life of his own, and Catherine's existence slowly fading away from him. I have a post and pre-cant. Really? Talking about the Earl King, right? The Wild Hunt? I would have understood if Heathcliff were to curse me with weeping, cruel words. I would have understood if he were to grab and shake me by the collar. To erase someone's entire existence is an unimaginably terrible thing. But Heathcliff was watching all of it in silence, as if he wished to carve each and every single one of them into his memory. And oh, bitch, you better not be in front of me right now. Really? I didn't know that. Whenever I uptied an ID, I skipped the uptie story, and I was gonna watch them all congruently. Like, I would watch, like, you know, all the House of Spider ones to get context. I would watch, you know what I'm saying? But I did not know that. Oh no. Nellie stood atop the railings of the rooftop and gazed down at us. Most sinners had fallen or were unconscious. In her hand, she held the golden bough that appeared to have been pried from the rooftop. Works for Herman now? I figured. Herman's making her fucking her League of Evil. Technically speaking, we still get the other golden bough that Catherine left for Heathcliff. So we're still up a bough. Woo! Virgilius won't rip us in half. Imagine if we didn't get the golden bough after Virgilius sacrificed something for us. He would be furious. Yeah, there's the one on the roof. Yeah, there's two of them. One that Linton got using his fortune, and the other one that Herman stole from us in Canto 1. So we're still up a bow, because we're walking away with one of them. It would have been great to have both of them, don't get me wrong, but, like, we're still up one. Promise Arius Adeptus. Ah, Ramus Arius Receptus.
그렇게 간절하다면 되찾는 날이 오길 바랄게. 황금 가지만 있다면 어떤 소망이든 마음이든 이루어진다고 하니까.
So Catherine was erased from existence. And the only one to remember her is Heathcliff. All that remained on the rooftop was a burnt golden bough inside the coffin.
하얗게 타버렸습니다. 나머지 한 개는 누군가
And Dante. I assumed, but I didn't want to make an ass out of myself, you know? Nellie took the other one. The one that's intact.
그자에게 간 거겠지.
Yep, back to your mom.
헤르만.
It's his iPad after all. So we're still up 1. So Virgilius can't be that mad at us, right? Although he'll probably pull some bullshit like, Dante, there were 2 here, Dante. Where's the second one? Infinite kill streak. He looks at his iPad and he just has an unlimited number of UAVs. So technically speaking, Dante has the largest kill streak in Limbus Company right now.
실패하지 않았어. 되찾을 수 있어. 어긋나도 진심을 다한다면 다시.
Never seen a KD. Not even a KD. He has like a kill rate of like infinite versus a death ratio of 0. Unless you count him getting amnesia and becoming basically a new person. He doesn't know there's 2. I don't. Well, true. He wasn't aware that there was a second one when we walked in.
나와 개소리니.
Bad. I guess it depends. Do you count Dante like swapping his head out for a clock and becoming basically a new person? Does that count as dying? Because the original Dante doesn't exist right now? Give Dante a gun after Ahab.
이 관 속에 들어있는 자의 이름이 캐서린인가요? 죄송해요. 안개가 낀 것처럼 흐릿해져서.
이 관과 관의 주인은 곧바로 LCCA 팀이 수거하여 본부로 전송해 놓을 겁니다.
True. I won't kill you, Nellie. I can't do that to my buddy Heathcliff. Kneecapping, on the other hand. I wanted to ask him if he was okay, but I already knew the answer. So many things had gone wrong. Maybe we get Thumb Claire to stop trying to swallow his shotgun to like take out Nellie real fast.
여전히 괜찮지 않아.
Heathcliff's one and only goal was gone. But Heathcliff was no longer trapped in a living dream. Perhaps that is precisely why he could open the door to see a new, wider world. Not a single color remained in the silent Wuthering Heights once the tempest passed. All monochromatic, save for patches of color.
저 꽃의 이름은 히스라고 해. 황야에서 고독하게 피어나지만 폭풍에도 끈질기게 살아남아서 기다리지.
Wait for what?
몰라. 그냥 시간을.
That is when Heathcliff finally told us the name of the flowers. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself while we listen to this. I have not yet, Puchat. Also, hello. First chat, and you're calling me Unk already. Is my oldness just permeating throughout the screen? I'm thinking of getting Runa though. I'm thinking about getting Runa because it's on sale right now. Don't know when I'll get to playing it, but it seems kind of cool. So I noticed a couple things in that fucking ending song. One, Heathcliff still had the fucking flower ring that Catherine made for him. And two, unlike a lot of the other Canto songs, like the Canto backgrounds, this one was like just melancholy. The background, I mean. The song is always melancholy, but the background art was just kind of like another day on the bus. The other cantos were like celebrations, everybody's happy, chilling. This one was just, yeah, they were just like there. They got the branch. Well, a white branch. I don't know if that ruins the power or whatever, but whatever. Or Heathcliff, man. Like, this might be my favorite. No, you know what? No. This is my favorite canto so far. Legitimately. This was amazing. Yeah, that man deserves to win American Idol with the way he was singing. Fucking... It was sad. This canto was really sad. And depressing. There's a resolution. And it's bittersweet. But it's a resolution nonetheless. It was a good one. I love the boss fights. I love the vibe. More depressing. Oh, of course. I can't wait to see who's it about. No spoilers, by the way. If I had to guess, it's gonna be Don Quixote or Honglu. Because I know Mersal doesn't have one yet, Faust doesn't have one yet, and Otis doesn't have one yet. So that leaves the limited pile of people left over kind of slim. Oh, and Ryoshu as well. We need. I think hers is Canto 9. Whatever. All right, let's wrap this up. We've been going for 12 hours straight. I said we were doing this in one shot, and by fucking God, we did it in one shot.
아니 저기로 사라졌잖아. 어딜 보는 거야? 그걸 진작에 말씀해 주셨어야죠.
It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better than this. Another day, another distortion hunting in the streets of T-Core, as per LCD's orders. Looks like it didn't take long for Heathcliff to be his usual energetic self once again.
야, 뒤질래? 이쪽으로 넘기라니까.
Maybe he's gotten too passionate. Well, you know what, Shadow? As long as they keep the same writing staff, and as long as they keep evolving the story properly, and it's not like disappointment, I am sure they will somehow top Canto 9. Again, this is coming from somebody who doesn't know what happens in Canto 9, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Long time no. Wait. Why are you... Why do you still have color? Motherfucker! Sinclair, your boyfriend's here. The light is yet to Okay. I know some of them. Ishmael's Moby Dick. Don Quixote is... I forget the exact title of the book, but it's Don Quixote. Faust is Faust. Let me see here. Heathcliff is Wuthering Heights. And some of the other ones I don't remember off the top of my head. He's immune to the British capitalism. So are you saying you're not really here right now? You're just like astral projecting? I think I've come to like them.
당신이 정성스럽게 보살피고 있는 장미 한 송이가 있었어.
I'm sure some people have already typed in the chat like what the books are. Oh, Canto 10. Wouldn't that be Otis then? Because Otis is nobody. Like from the Odyssey. Yeah, the Odyssey. That's the other one I was trying to think about. Otis is from the Odyssey, isn't she? But I'm sure somebody has typed in the chat before all the books and who they're related to. I forget. For those of you who don't know who might be new here, I've had multiple concussions and CTEs. So it makes memory a little bit hard at times. Just remembering small details. I still remember my name, my family. I know how to fucking wipe my own ass and brush my teeth and shit like that. So don't worry about that. But make small memories. It's like short-term memory kind of sucks a little bit.
당신의 방은 그 꽃이 풍기는 향기로 가득 채워져 있지. 그러나 어느 날 당신은 긴 여행을 떠나 그 장미를 내버려 둔 채로.
Rodian and Heathcliff? Yes. I got lucky and pulled them this weekend. I got Heathcliff from a Deca extraction ticket I got from the Mirror Dungeon. And I got Rodia with a single pull. You don't even know which book is tied with who. I told you about the Book of Canto 10 because I know you wouldn't know. Did I guess it correctly? I don't know. My mind has weird, like, my mind can pull up weird, obscure nerd lore. I used to be really big into Greek mythology.
그곳에서 큰 정원에 도달하게 되고 당신이 보살폈던 것과 똑같은 장미가 수천 송이가
If you know, you know moment. I don't know!
당신은 울음이 차올라서 바닥에 주저앉고 말았지.
Dimian, if you're trying to seduce somebody, Sinclair's over there, my guy. I don't know why you keep trying to talk to me. Dimian. He's appeared before me in the past. He would always leave me with these cryptic riddles. But I'm starting to understand what his riddles are supposed to represent. Because I've finally come to understand that the one I truly loved was the rose I left behind.
맞아. 세상엔 수천 송이의 장미꽃들이 있어도 나의 장미꽃은 단 하나야.
Do you think he'd be jealous or more like flabbergasted?
당신이 물을 주고 가꿔 주고 가시에 찔려서 가끔 아파하긴 해도 당신의 보살핌으로 인해서 향기가 나는 그 꽃 말이야. 히스클리프와 캐서린에게도 그러지 않았을까? 어느 세계에서도 여러 캐서린과 히스클리프가 있다는 것을 알아도
More flabbergasted, yeah.
어디에나 있을 히스클리프와 캐서린이 행복하길 바라기보다 눈앞의 서로가 특별하고 소중하다고 생각했으니까.
I don't know what Dimian's whole deal is. I don't know Rim's deal. I don't know why they have the Mark of Cain. Well, I know what the Mark of Cain is, like what it represents, but I don't know why they have it. So I am flabbergasted.
하지만 대부분의 사람들은 어리석어서 그걸 깨닫기까지는
It was something gay. There was a lot of very gay undertones, at least bisexual.
알겠어? 눈앞에 있는 나의 꽃을 사랑하는 방법을
Pucha, have you been here before? Are you an alternate account of somebody who's already been here? How do you know I'm Unk? How do you know I'm old? Don't tell me my oldness is permeating through Twitch now.
그 순간부터 더 이상 수천 송이의 장미꽃들은 지킬
Also, incorrect. It's time for sleep.
이별 사람들은 자신의 정원만을 꾸미기 위해 장미꽃 수천 송이를 가꾸면서도 정작 자신이 원하는 것은 찾지 못하더라고.
What of the other flowers that have already bloomed? You can feel the unkness. Bullshit. What happens to them? I'm 28 years old, god damn it. I'm not well, actually no, technically I am uncle. I do have a nephew. He's 9 months old. and I'm proud of him. He's learning how to walk, and I'm so very proud. Damien smiled at my question.
그건 당신이 내게 양을 그려줄 수 있을 때
God damn it, Twink!
그때
Tell me!
스스로 찾게 될 답일 거야.
Draw me as... I can draw you a sheep. Why do I need to draw you a sheep? Yeah, my age is 2 digits. What are you, a sperm? Age is 2 digits. Everybody's age is 2 digits. If your age is not 2 digits, Poochat, why are you up right now? With that, Damien disappeared. Little Prince from The Little Prince. That one does sound familiar, but I couldn't tell what it is off the top of my head. I hear the faint cry of a distant lamb. So Damien was also in Sinclair's book, whatever the source material for Sinclair was. He's not only in Sinclair's book, but he's also a reference from another book. What the fuck? Alrighty then. That was fun. Depressing. Very depressing. Heartbreaking, some might say. You go to Britain now. I don't want to go to Britain. No! Oh, now I can actually do... I can do hard mode. Oh, do I have to go through the entire thing again? The entire story? Ugh, I'll do this in my own free time. All right. Now, I'm going to bed. We have been going for 12 and a half hours. I'm going to bed. I am surprised we managed to get the entirety of Canto 6 done. Minus the intervalos, but those are their own shenanigans. So, everybody, first off, welcome everybody who stopped by the first time. I want to thank y'all for stopping by. I want to thank everybody who stuck with us. Mersal, specifically you, staying the entire stream and taking the time to explain things. The connections, giving tips and tricks. We need more people like you in every fandom. And I sincerely want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It's people like you that make learning new fandoms and hobbies actually bearable. But with that being said, I think it's time we raid a channel, don't you think? So, mein kleinen Kalchoppen, I will see y'all in a couple days. I have college to do, I have sleep to do, I have Stranger Things to do, and I must also watch Stranger Things. So, everybody, we're gonna find a channel to raid. No, it won't let me raid a channel. There we go. We're gonna raid a channel. All right, there we go. All right, everybody. I will catch y'all later. Stay safe, everybody, and be nice. This person has Don Quixote as their avatar. They're special. Stay safe, stay happy, stay hydrated. And I'll see y'all real soon. Gute Nacht, mein kleinen Kalchoppen.